beautiful people. Welcome to Beauty for Ashes. So today we're going to be talking about why I stopped blind buying perfumes. So number one, let's state the obvious. I have a lot of fragrances in my collection. Some of them were gifts, some of them were I personally bought, and most of them are samples. You really need to try before you buy. I mean, listen, I know some of you all might have it like that, so you don't mind spending a couple thousand, but as for me and mine, I'm going to be a good steward over the resources that God has provided me. The second reason is, don't believe the hype, okay? There's this one perfume that I know a lot of women love, and I'm not knocking anyone out there who may enjoy me. Delina smells like any other rose oud combination. I'm so tired of purchasing a fragrance that such and such raved about. I love YouTube. I love to watch all the fragrance channels inspired by a lot of girls that I see on YouTube that authentically talk about fragrances and talk about the ones that they really like. But what I learned is you need to try before you buy. So don't always buy something based off of what an influencer said, and they also describe notes in the fragrance that you identify with. What you're going to find is when you get that fragrance for yourself, it's going to smell different on you. Don't always go by somebody else's scent trail, okay? I have some go-to signature fragrances that a lot of people love them on me. My husband, just things that, and there are also fragrances that I love on him that I would actually wear myself because my nose is not biased, okay? If I like it, I like it. I always try it on myself and on my skin before I purchase or decide to purchase a full bottle. When you chase someone else's scent trail, okay, first off, I'm all about being authentic here. What you're wearing. Like, I don't gatekeep because I know what I wear is going to be unique to me. And it's always going to smell unique to my body chemistry and my makeup. And so it's no different for everyone else. You may like something and that may be your signature scent because it smells different on you. I never forget one time I went and I got a fragrance that my mom used to wear, light blue. That used to be her signature scent. And I remember loving that fragrance on my mom. To this day, it reminds me of her. But every single time I try to put it on me, it just doesn't hit the same. Which brings me to another point. There was this one particular scent that I used to love that I used to wear all the time. And now I can't stand it. I don't like the way it smells on me anymore. Sometimes I sit here and think, what was I ever thinking? Why did I ever love this fragrance? But in high school, it was it for me. Like, I just loved it. And now I will never wear that particular fragrance again. Your body chemistry changes as you age. Smelled a certain way on you 10 or 15 years ago may not smell the same now. And the last reason I will never blind buy fragrances again is because you really need to get a feel for how the fragrance performs. The first 15 to 30 minutes is always going to hit different than after about 2 or 8 hours, okay? So make sure you wear it a couple of days. Make sure that you wear that fragrance without anything else, okay? Before you start to layer it with things, because you really want to get a feel of what it does when it hits your skin. What's the top notes? What does it smell like after 2 to 3 hours? At the end of the day, what is it giving? Every fragrance has a top note, base notes, and middle notes, and those all do something different. So there's this fragrance I had to wear a couple times before I fell in love with it, and that is Tales of Zanzibar from, I think it's Memoirs of a Perfume Collector. Y'all, I bought this fragrance as a decant, and again, that's why I love samples, because I'm so glad I sampled this, because it doesn't hit the same depending on what type of climate you're in. This is truly the perfect tropical fragrance, okay? This is vacation all day, okay? Now, couple of minutes when you initially spray it, it can be a bit clawing. It smells great, but then there's this off-putting guava-like scent, and it is a note in the fragrance that on my skin, it can either make you be like, or And so for the first 15 to 30 minutes, it gave something different. And then after an hour, it kind of settled into this creamy sandalwood. And then after about 8 hours, it was so pleasant. It left just this comforting tropical vacation vibe that just its arms around me, and it sat so close to the skin, but such a pleasant scent bubble. Okay, that's what that fragrance did for me. Now, my next point, perfume will always smell different on skin than on paper. There are other fragrances that I've experienced, and for example, Shalimar by Guerlain. So glad I bought a sample of that. At no stage did I like that fragrance. I'm sorry. It gives medicinal on me. Now, no shade or no judgment to others. Try before you buy. Have you ever been in a fragrance department, Neiman Marcus, or wherever you like to buy your perfume, and you smell it on paper? And on paper, that thing is doing what it needs to do. But the minute you spray it on your skin, 2 hours later, it's like giving you a headache. Try it before you buy it. You know, I'm not one of those type of people that has to have a certain season for a fragrance. Although I do prefer certain fragrances during certain seasons. If I like a summer scent in the fall or the winter, I'm going to wear it. I base how and when I wear my fragrances on the occasion. How does it smell at the gym? How does it smell when I'm on a date? How does it smell when I'm at work? You know, is this something that I would wear just going to run errands, or is this something that I would wear, you know, on a sunny day, brunch with the girls type of thing? Is this something that I would wear to church? You really need to get a feel for the fragrance before you buy it, and you can only do that with a decant. So try before you buy. Thank me later. The reasons I offer authentic decants is because I truly believe that everyone should experience a fragrance on their skin first before committing to a full bottle. I promise you it will save you so much frustration, disappointment, and money. Because look, we are all out here trying to be good stewards over what God has provided for us.
Thank you for joining me today. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for new videos each week. And may God meet you right where you are. Be blessed, beautiful people.